Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm EJ and you are watching EJ's channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video. So in my last video, I talked about the new Taiwanese BL currently out on Viki called About Youth. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a new Korean BL also out on Viki right now called Love Class. I did record myself reacting to the first couple episodes of Love Class, but I still haven't been able to figure out the whole copyright thing going on on YouTube. So I tried to upload those videos, but they got blocked for copyright issues. I think at this point I might just stick with doing review videos, and you guys can let me know if you enjoy these videos where I just talk about the BLs and talk about my thoughts on them and things like that. So for today I'm just doing a review video of Love Class. And I am excited to talk about it because I enjoyed that BL. But let's not say too much right now. We need to take our time and get into it, okay? But before we get into that, I just need to say real quick, this weekend has been one of the most exciting and interesting weekends in the world of BL this year so far. It's been insane because let me tell you, there's a bunch of BLs I'm currently watching right now and keeping up with, and every single one of them had some attention grabbing scenes and stuff going on. It was a good weekend for the world of BL. I mean, vice versa, the new episode 11, I was literally just crying throughout the entire episode. It was so good. Love in the Air, oh my god. Love in the Air. I I was speechless. I was literally speechless. The things that were said and the things that were done in episode 6 of Love in the Air left me speechless. I could not speak. um, so yeah, suffice it to say, this was a really, really good weekend for BL lovers. So I'm feeling really good right now. But I will take the time to talk about those other BLs some other time, but for today we're focusing on Love Class, and I am excited to talk all about it. And I hope y'all are excited to hear all about it. Spoiler alert. Yes, there will be spoilers in this video since I'm doing a review of Love Class. I'm kind of doing more of like an in-depth sort of review. So yes, there will be spoilers. If you are not a fan of spoilers, then I suggest that you mute your device that you're watching this video on and go do something else while the video plays in the background so I still get the views for it. And yeah, just kind of skip over this because yeah, there's gonna be spoilers in this. Before we get into the video, I have to say thank you so much to so many of you who have been such a huge support to me so far throughout this journey. I feel like I'm sort of going viral a little bit. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm not going viral yet, but my first couple videos that I posted on this channel have reached a lot more people than I thought that it could reach. I've gotten over 200 views and I keep getting more and more comments every day on those videos. And I love it. I'm so grateful and I'm happy to interact with you guys who are enjoying the videos, enjoying the reviews and the things that I say. So please stick around. Keep watching more of my videos. Keep liking them, keep commenting on them, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, because then you can say you were one of the first few people to subscribe to EJ before he blew up and became world famous and everything. Y'all know that's gonna happen, so might as well. Well, in the last video, I spent way too much time talking about things unrelated to the actual video, so I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna get right into Love Class and talk all about it. So here is Love Class, the new Korean BL out on Viki right now. Let's go. So first impressions. Again, just like with About Youth, I did not watch the trailer for this show. I still have not seen the trailer. I should probably go watch the trailer. Anyway, but I did read the summary. And the summary was cool. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the summary kind of gave away everything though. I'm not a certified film critic or anything like that, but I feel like a good summary should kind of introduce you to a show without necessarily telling you everything that's gonna happen in the show. I mean, I guess it didn't really tell everything that was gonna happen in the show, but it gave a lot of details and it really wasn't hard at all to fill in the blanks about how the show was gonna go. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad show though, but considering that it's only 6 episodes long, it's really short. They gave a whole lot of details and it just wasn't hard for me anyway to be able to fill in the blanks. But that doesn't deter me. I mean, at this point, y'all probably should already know that there's not really much at all that deters me from giving BLs a chance and from watching them in the first place. So I went right ahead with it and went to go watch Love Class. Yes, first impressions were just, let's watch it. I don't know, there's not really much to be said about my first impressions. I wasn't like blown away like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good, but I was excited because I love Korean BLs. First of all, the actors in every single Korean BL are so fucking good looking. Why? But yeah, I was excited, I guess. So I went ahead and just watched it. I will say this though, one of the things that really ticks me off about Korean BLs is how short they are. Like, they can be so amazing. Some Korean BLs are the best I've ever seen in my life, but they're just so damn short. I'm like, give me more. Like a 6-episode BL, that's like, it's more of a short story than a series or whatever. Anyway, it's fine. It's cool. They're still great. So yeah. Let's talk about the main characters of Love Class and their stories and their progression. I will start with the less relevant characters. That sounds bad, but I'm not trying to be shady. They're just not the main characters. They're just they're characters that are like supporting characters. Let's say that, supporting characters. First up, Kim Namjoon. Kim Namjoon was Roa's best friend and roommate. Roa is one of the main characters. And I guess he was best friends and roommates with Roa since high school. And I guess he was also kind of in love with Roa, but Roa could never reciprocate those feelings, which would be kind of hard, like being best friends with someone and living with them for that long when you're in love with them. That would be really difficult, especially when they are aware of your one-sided feelings. Like, oh my goodness, I don't think I could handle it personally, but kudos to him for sticking through it. Well, I was kind of into him at first. Like, the first time they introduced him, I was like, oh, who is this fine looking specimen over here? I was like, okay, not so much in the face, but definitely in the body. But I was into him at first, but I ended up not really liking him, honestly. He was way too short-tempered. He was really annoying, honestly. Super touchy and not the greatest personality. He was just loud and annoying, and it didn't sit well with me, especially because I thought he was such an irrelevant character anyway. So I just kind of moved on from him, and that's what I'm gonna do now, move on from him to the next character. Next, so we have Haewon and the teacher, the Sungsaengnim. So Haewon was the other female character in the show that kind of played like a recurring role, sort of. She paired up with Bae Yuna, who's the main female character in the show. She paired up for the couple assignment that they had in their class. She is in love with her teacher. And I love her, honestly. I love Haewon. She was really fun, very direct in her advancements on the teacher, which I thought was really funny. still very entertaining. She was also very direct in her conversations with everyone, direct in her conversations with Baeyuna, and direct in her conversations with Cha Ji-woo. And she was also the first one who suggested the forming of same-sex couples for the couple assignment. And oh my goodness, that little interaction, that back and forth that she had with Cha Ji-woo in their class over that was exciting to watch. That was really entertaining and really fun to watch. And she was also a very supportive friend of Baeyuna when Baeyuna was kind of going through the stalking and stuff. She wasn't afraid to call Yuna out when Yuna was using Chaju, but she was also very understanding of Yuna and what Yuna was experiencing. Offered she offered to be that friend that walks Yuna home and is there for Yuna and stuff like that. I also really enjoyed the teacher. I thought he was a really fun teacher. He was very trendy and he was very kind. Maybe because he's so young, but I really enjoyed him. I caught myself wishing at certain times that I had had a teacher like him when I was in college. That would have been so fun. I guess Hyewon and the professor might have ended up together. It wasn't explicitly said, but he did ask her to go get a drink together. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they're gonna end up together. I know it's probably not gonna sit right with a lot of people because he's a professor and she's a student. But hear me out. Not only is he a really young professor, but Haewon is also an old enough consenting adult in her own right. And she's the one who's making all the advances on him. And I feel like he's not really making any moves on her. She's the one making all the advances. And their semester together has already ended. So if they like each other, then it could just work out for them. But I don't know, maybe I should stop speaking before I get canceled because that would be so awkward if I got canceled before I even have a chance to become relevant. Up next is Baeyuna herself. Baeyuna is the main female character in the show. She's a pretty girl who gets a lot of attention from guys everywhere she goes. And she has a stalker. And as a result of having a stalker, she doesn't trust men, which is very understandable. And that's why she decided to join the same-sex couple with Hyewon for the couple assignment in their class. The only man that she could trust was Cha Ji-woo because she thought he was cute and kind and she wasn't really into him at first. But she did use his little crush on her to her advantage because then he could kind of be her like protector. I don't blame her though, honestly. I don't think it's so wrong that she saw someone that she could trust and she reached out to that person and asked that person to be there for her, to help her and to protect her because she was being stalked and stuff. I mean, she had already gone to the police and the police were like, we can't really do anything until something happens. And which, can we just talk about how fucked up that is real quick? Because like she literally went to the police and they were like, we can't do anything until something happens. Like, what does that even mean? Like, you have to wait until someone actually gets attacked before you can do anything to help their situation. Like, that's so wrong on so many levels. And it's really crazy and annoying how that is something that actually happens in society today. Well, every day. But yeah, like people don't, like the authorities and stuff don't take these kinds of things seriously until something super bad actually happens. Anyway, I do appreciate that she felt concern for Jiwoo when she found out that he was being attacked by the stalker, and I also appreciate that she went to Roa and came up with a plan together on how to catch the stalker. The little punch that she gave the stalker in the class, that was fun. That was exciting, guys. I loved it. And now we have our two main characters, Chaju and Iroa. And I love this couple. They were really fun. I really enjoyed them a lot. First of all, they're so good looking, both of them. The actor that played Chaju, he's pretty new to me, so I don't really know him. But the actor that played Leroy, I kept feeling like I had seen his face somewhere before, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, where have I seen this person? And at first I thought it was an actor from Discipline Z Vampire with Chang Gyu from His Man. But then I was like, oh, but he's super tall, and that one was not that tall. He was pretty tall, but not that tall. So it's probably not him. And I kept trying to figure it out. And then I finally looked it up on Google, and I found out that he was in Bride of Habek, the Bride of the Water God, which is a show out on Netflix right now. That is not a very good show, but I watched every single episode of that show. I ate it up. It is not a good show at all. It's terrible acting, terrible CGI, terrible everything, but I watched all of it. But he had like a little moment where he showed up in that show, and that's where I recognize him from, because I remember seeing him in that show back then, and it was just like a really small moment where he appeared in there, but I was like, damn, who is this person? That's a good looking person right there. Anyway, Chaju and Iroha, they had such a fun chemistry with each other. I remember one of the first interactions they had was when Chaju was working on his paper, and Roa went in to go try to help him with his paper and stuff. And man, Ju was like looking at every single inch of this man. He was like looking all the way up and all the way down every single nook and cranny of this man's face. But let me tell you, I was scanning too. The first date they went on together was so cute. They had a meal together, which, can we talk about how, so the meal they had was like 12,001 or something like that. Actually, I don't remember exactly how much it cost, but I remember I looked it up to see how much it would be in dollars, and it was like um $8 or something like that. I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? They had all of that food for $8. It was like a huge thing of spaghetti, and Roa had his like salad or whatever. They had a couple drink. It was a couple's meal, and it looked amazing. And they had all of that for $8. Actually, the entire date. It was a 10,001 date. So each of them put in 10,001. And oh my goodness, that was an amazing date for only 10,001. Yeah, that's someone needs to take me to Korea and take me on a 10,001 date. I would have so much fun. But that was honestly a really cute date, because after they had dinner, they went to the arcade together and played games together. And then they went and got vending machine coffee together, which is something I've always really wanted to do. When I go to Korea, I'm going to go find a vending machine that has coffee in it and get vending machine coffee. They did share very cute moments together. I mean, Ju took care of Roa when Roa had been hurt by the stalker, and Roa was there for Ju when Ju was really going through a lot due to the attacks of the stalker. Which, can we talk about that moment right there where Roa was outside of the room and he was talking to Ju and told him about that poem that he had read? That was a really, really cute moment. Honestly, I saved that poem because I was like, I need that. But that was everything. The only thing that was really annoying about the relationship between both of them was Roa specifically chose not to be happy even after Jiwoo had said that he liked him, and he chose to go away somewhere else and run away from someone who actually liked him. I mean, this happens, I guess. We just choose not to be happy, actively choose not to be happy, which is so sad. Allow yourselves to be happy, allow yourselves to feel love from someone else. But they did reunite and they did share a kiss. Yes, we got one kiss from the entire show, but it's only a 6-episode show, so whatever. It was a really awkward and really not so great kiss, but it was a kiss nonetheless. Overall, it was short, it was simple, and it was sweet, and I enjoyed it. It's not the best Korean BL that I've seen this year or last year, or any year, but but it's a great one, and I really liked it. It was cute. It had a really chill and really fun vibe, and that's the kind of person I am. I like good vibes kind of BLs, and that's what it was. who am I kidding? I loved it, honestly. I'm a very simple guy, honestly. I love everything. I would literally give this a 10 out of 10 because that's just me. I literally am so simple. I would give almost every BL a 10 out of 10. But for the sake of review and giving critiques or whatever, I guess this one would probably get a 7 out of 10 just because I don't know. I'll let you guys judge for yourself. But if I was being an objective film critic, I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10. But you guys decide for yourself what the rating of this is supposed to be for you. So yeah, you do that. But as far as whether I would recommend this BL or not, I absolutely would. Yes, 100% I would recommend it to everyone. So go watch Love Class if you haven't seen it yet. It is available on Viki and on Gaga Ulala, so go give it a try and come back and let me know what you think in the comments of the show. And if you agree with my review or ratings of the show or not, yeah, let's talk about it and let's have a good time with it. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for getting through it with me. As usual, please like, please subscribe to my channel. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Danny_EJ. I'm super friendly, I promise. But I will continue to make more videos. You are welcome to let me know if there's any BL that you'd like me to talk about on here. I would be happy to do that. I would be happy to take some suggestions. So you're welcome to let me know. In the meantime, look out for my next video and I will see you then. Thank you guys. Bye.